Life is like a big blue sky. Sometimes you soar, sometimes you just hang on. Maverick was a legend, a pilot who could make jets do the impossible. He and his best friend Goose ruled the skies until tragedy struck. Years passed. Planes got faster, rules changed, but Maverick kept flying, never settling down. He was a test pilot, always pushing limits, always alone. One day he broke a record, and a plane, trying to prove pilots still mattered more than machines. The Navy was ready to ground him for good, but Iceman, now an admiral, gave Maverick one last shot return to Top Gun. The world had changed, but Maverick hadn't. He was still a rebel, still chasing the horizon. Now, he was headed back to where it all began. Not as a hotshot, but as something new. The legend wasn't over yet. He had one more mission, one more chance to prove himself, and maybe to find a little redemption. The sky was calling him home, back to Top Gun, back to the danger zone. Maverick never wanted to teach. He belonged in the cockpit, not the classroom. But orders are orders, so he faced a new generation of Top Gun pilots. They saw him as a relic, doubting he had anything left to offer. The mission: destroy a hidden uranium plant flying low and fast through a deadly canyon. Among the pilots was Rooster, Goose's son, carrying old wounds and blame. Maverick had to earn their respect and Rooster's trust. He showed them what real flying looked like, outmaneuvering them in the sky. Slowly the legend became real to them. Maverick wasn't just a story. They saw he still had something to teach, and the mission was more dangerous than any of them realized. Maverick's training was brutal. He pushed the pilots to their limits. Teamwork was everything. Trust meant survival. Rooster struggled, haunted by his father's fate and his own doubts. Maverick saw himself in Rooster, fear holding him back. The mission deadline loomed, pressure mounting. Maverick decided to lead the mission himself, refusing to send his team where he wouldn't go. The pilots saw his courage and began to follow his lead. Rooster confronted Maverick about his past. Maverick revealed he'd held Rooster back at his mother's request, not out of spite. The truth brought understanding, if not forgiveness. The team was ready, but the risks were higher than ever. Maverick had to teach Rooster to trust his instincts and himself. The mission would test them all. There was no turning back. The mission began. Jets racing through the canyon, bombs dropped, a miracle escape. But danger struck, enemy missiles, chaos in the sky. Maverick sacrificed his jet to save Rooster, crashing into the mountains. Rooster disobeyed orders, returning to rescue Maverick. Both stranded, they found an old F-14 Tomcat at an enemy base. Together they took to the sky, Maverick flying, Rooster as his backseater. Enemy jets closed in, the old plane was outmatched. Maverick and Rooster fought as a team, just like Maverick and Goose once did. Against all odds, they survived a wild dogfight. At the last moment, Hangman swooped in to save them. They made it home, alive, together. The past was finally behind them. Maverick and Rooster had found trust and each other. Returning to the carrier, Maverick and Rooster were changed. The shadow of Goose was gone. Forgiveness and courage had taken its place. Maverick had kept his promise. He brought Goose's son home. He found peace, and maybe even love, with Penny. The story wasn't just about flying. It was about facing the past and finding hope. Maverick became a mentor, passing on his legacy. In the end, he took to the sky with Penny, not running, just flying for the joy of it. Some legends don't fade. They learn to fly differently. Friendship, forgiveness, love, those are the things worth fighting for. And after every storm, there's still a clear sky.